Hey guys, Arm&Gun here. Going to tell you about the other XCR in my collection right now. This is the XCR-L. It's a multi-caliber unit. This one has a 7.62x39 barrel in it. It's a lightweight profile. You can get them in lightweight, medium, and heavy profiles. And the new Gen 3 guns here you can get with this competition length handguard, either key mod or M-lock. And this one's key mod, and I'll tell you why I chose key mod for this particular gun. And then they've also got a low profile gas block. They've upgraded that from the previous system that had, I'll just show you real quick here. I got a Gen 2 XCR-M in 308, and this has a, pretty chunky gas block. Very easy to adjust, easier to adjust than this one, just because this one's tucked within the handguard and you have to use a tip of a bullet to adjust it. Not hard, but this one's just that much easier. But again, it's pretty chunky. You have the handguard, you can't have the handguard go past it then. So the new Gen 3s, even these little micros, the handguard comes flush over that, and it looks pretty slick. So I'll leave that at that for now and focus on this gun. By the way, I'm not going to talk a ton about this one today because I talked a ton about that one in my XCR-M video. I discussed the ergonomics, I discussed the system inside. So I'm just going to kind of go over the differences between the Gen 2 and the Gen 3 and leave it at that so I don't duplicate too much information and waste your guys' time. So this one, like as I said, was in 7.62x39. That's this guy. It's your stereotypical AK-47 round. You can also get them in 5.56 or 223. You can get them in 300 Blackout. You can get them in 224 Valkyrie, 6.8 SPC, I believe 6.5 Grendel as well. Just a whole pile of calibers. And again, this is now the Gen 3. They've been working on these guns since the early mid-2000s. And this gun is pretty dialed in at this point. They're known for being very accurate. They've got this barrel retention system figured out. And again, the accuracy is dialed back in. They take AR grips. They take, I believe the last thing they're working on is getting them to take AR pattern triggers. I don't think they've done that yet. It's still a proprietary trigger, but it is a two-stage match trigger anyways, with like a 3.5 pound pull. So it's very, very nice. Another thing they could fix if they really liked to do this is they could make it so that you could actuate the safety to safe with a dropped hammer. Again, as I mentioned, the Heckler and Koch guys, they managed to do it. This is a drop trigger and you can run safe on it, but the rest of the industry still needs to catch up in that regard. At least with this AR kind of pattern lower weapons. But again, this gun is superior to, in my opinion, an AR, superior than a SCAR. It's got a lot going for it, and I'm just really stoked that these are as available in Canada as they are. I wish they were more popular in the States, just for the fact that I think Alex J. Robinson really knocked it out of the park with this gun, and I'd like to see him get more credit for it because, again, this is a pretty revolutionary design, and I just don't think it's being appreciated. I think it's kind of being forgotten about. It is a little expensive, and that's probably been some of the issue with it, but I think it's worth it. Guys will spend money on the SCAR, and this thing fought against the SCAR for that competition, and this could have very well been the gun that was adopted by the U.S. military, but for some small reason it got knocked out of the competition and wasn't able to get back in. But it's, in my mind, the way it sits here today, it is easily superior to a SCAR. So I'll leave it at that. I talked about it more in my other video. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do so. I'm also going to do a disassembly video, and I will talk to you about the Robinson Armament M96, which was their Stoner 63 clone. Very well done gun, all stamped stainless steel, takes AR mags. It's just a beauty. So we'll talk about that one as well. And the one other thing I did forget to mention is stocks. So this thing has the new Fast 3 stock, which is definitely superior to the original stocks. It's got a much easier length of pull adjustment. You just pinch these two tabs and then that locks it in. And then you've got a little dial here that you can snug up so that way you take all the play out of it, so it's nice and rigid. It's also got your cheek adjustable piece, and it's foldable as well. You can shoot the gun while folded. Everything's sealed off back here. You can also adjust these screws to change the position of the stock. It can be either higher or lower. I like where it is because I feel it flows with the lines of the gun the best. But again, if you have a really high height over bore optic, you can dial it in to make it work. This is the L version of the Fast 3 stock. There is an M version as well for the 308, or the heavy caliber gun. That one I'm pretty excited for. It's got a little more bulkier butt stock, and I'm just excited to try it because I've never really been a fan of the original Fasts. especially on the XCR-M, which is why I'm running a Fighting Irish adapter and a Magpul, or I guess it was Magpul, a Bushmaster ACR stock on it, just for comfort in that respect. But I am definitely excited to get a Fast 3 to give that a try. These, however, were the original stocks that the guns came with. They were kind of a Galil style stock, and this one had a folding mechanism built in. So these were long ago discontinued, and this is a long version. There's also a slightly shorter version as well, which I would honestly love to find for this guy here. I think it would look super cool on there. I guess I could also just cut this one down and reinstall it. That would totally be doable, but anyways, yeah, like this, the rear stock, the rear of the receiver is very, very well suited to do aftermarket support with various stock adapters. So there's ACR adapters, and I'm actually got a buddy currently working on another system that allowed me to put a whole other bunch of cool stocks on it. Once that comes in, I'll do another video on it, and I'll show you some of the cool options that I think will work really well in this gun. But anyways, that's it for now. Thanks, guys. Catch you later.